This is All India Radio. I'm Naresh Mago, and with me is Renu Kataria with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to arrive on a 3-day visit to Gujarat this afternoon to dedicate and lay foundation stones of projects worth over 14,500 crore rupees. Modhera in Gujarat to be declared as country's first 24/7 solar-powered village. Home Minister Amit Shah chairs 70th plenary session of North-Eastern Council in Guwahati to review various development projects. To inaugurate Conference of Superintendents of Police at Dergaon in Assam this evening. President Draupadi Murmu appeals to students to always remember their duty towards the motherland. Election Commission freezes Shiv Sena's bow and arrow symbol, asks Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray camps to choose new symbols. Gross direct tax collection increases by over 23% to 8,98,000 crore rupees in the current financial year. Eid Miladun-Nabi, the birthday of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, is being celebrated today. And in cricket, South Africa win the toss and elect to bat against India in second ODI in Ranchi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive on a 3-day visit to Gujarat this afternoon. During his visit, the Prime Minister will dedicate and lay the foundation stones of projects worth over 14,500 crore rupees in Gujarat. On the first day of his visit, Mr. Modi will dedicate and lay the foundation stones of several projects worth over 3,900 crore rupees at Modhera in Mehsana district of North Gujarat this evening. These projects include the launch of the Sabarmati Jagudan Gauge Conversion Project at a cost of 511 crore rupees and the inauguration of the ONGC Nandasan Surface Facility. A report.
During his visit, Prime Minister will declare Modhera village as the country's first 24/7 solar-powered village. Under this first-of-its-kind project, solar rooftops have been set up in over 1,300 rural houses at iconic Modhera village at a cost of Rs 80 crore. This has resulted in more than 60 to 80% reduction in power bills. PM will visit Modeshwari Goddess Temple and a world-famous Modhera Sun Temple. He'll inaugurate the solar power-based 3D projection and light and sound show at the Sun Temple. Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stones for multiple projects that include 4-laning of a section of NH68 from Patin to Gojaria of Mehsana district and a new automated milk power plant at Dudhsagar Dairy in Mehsana, among others. Aparna Khund, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah is chairing the 70th plenary session of North-Eastern Council in Guwahati today in the presence of G.K. Reddy, Union Minister for Development of North-Eastern Region, governors and chief ministers of the 8 North-Eastern states. The plenary session is expected to review the status of different projects in the North-Eastern Region, NER, deliberate and fast-track the progress of ongoing projects, confirmation of the proceedings of the 69th plenary meeting, outlays by central ministries in this region, and plans for the period financial year 2022-23 and beyond. There will be presentations from the Ministry of Donor, NEC, the state governments, as well as selected central ministries on various developmental initiatives and future plans for the Northeast region. State Chief Secretaries from all over NER made their presentations on priorities and success stories of their respective states and deliberated upon important themes such as regional planning for telecom, broadband and internet connectivity, primary sector development and tourism. Secretary, Ministry of Donor, Lok Ranjan, welcomed all the dignitaries to the plenary session and made his presentation on vision and strategy for NER as growth engine of our country, highlighting the recent reforms undertaken and the focus sector for sustainable and accelerated development of the region. MOS for Donor and Cooperation, B.L. Verma, was also present in the session. In Assam, stage has been set for the Conference of Superintendents to be held at Dergaon. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will inaugurate the 2-day SP conference this evening. Chief Minister Hemant Biswa Sarma and Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla, along with other senior officials, will accompany the Home Minister. The motorcycle show has been cancelled due to bad weather conditions. Mr. Shah will also inaugurate a convention centre at the Police Training Centre at Dergaon. Our correspondent reports that the law and order situation in the state, people-friendly measures and crime reports, among other issues, will be discussed in the conference.
President Draupadi Murmu participated in the 52nd convocation and closing ceremony of centenary year celebrations of Punjab Engineering College in Chandigarh today. During her address on the occasion, the President appealed to students to always remember their duty towards the motherland.
आज आप सब असीमित अवसरों और संभावनाओं की दुनिया में प्रवेश कर रहे हैं। मुझे इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं कि आप इन अवसरों को सफलता में और संभावनाओं को परिणाम में बदलने के लिए सक्षम है। अपने जीवन में आप जो भी बनने का फैसला करें, मातृभूमि के प्रति अपने कर्तव्य को कभी नहीं भूलें। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि आप सब संवेदनशील और जागरूक नागरिक के रूप में देश के प्रति गौरव और देशवासियों के प्रति स्नेह का भाव रखेंगे। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, आप सब भारत के भविष्य के निर्माता हैं। मुझे विश्वास है कि देश की प्रगति के अमृत काल के इस दौर में आप सब भारत के विकास में अपना महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देंगे।
Speaking about women empowerment, the President said, women are marching forward in all areas with determination and hard work. She said it is the responsibility of society to encourage both girls and boys to move forward in life so that our country can march ahead. Ms. Murmu said there should be more numbers of female students in technical educational institutes.
मुझे ये जानकर प्रसन्नता हुई है कि पीसी में कल्पना चावला चेयर ऑफ जियो स्पेशल टेक्नोलॉजी स्थापित है। उनके इस संस्थान में पढ़ने वाली बेटियों की संख्या में और अधिक वृद्धि होगी तथा वो और अधिक मेडल जीतेंगे, ये मेरी अपेक्षा है। देश की प्रगति और अधिक गति प्रदान करने के लिए तकनीकी शिक्षण संस्थानों में छात्राओं की और अधिक संख्या होनी चाहिए।
The President also inaugurated the newly constructed building of Chandigarh Secretariat. During her visit to the city, the President graced the 90th anniversary of Indian Air Force at Sukhna Lake, Chandigarh yesterday. She also attended a civic reception hosted in her honour by Punjab Governor and UT Administrator Banwari Lal Purohit at Raj Bhavan in the city. Addressing the gathering, the President said, along with the UT Chandigarh, Punjab and Haryana have been endowed with many unique gifts by nature and it is our duty to cherish them. She stressed that we should leave all those ways which are not in accordance with nature and through which pollution spreads. She emphasized the need to take the help of science and technology in creating harmony with nature. The Election Commission has barred both the groups, one led by former Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and the other by State Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, from using the party name Shiv Sena. The Commission took this decision in view of the upcoming Andheri East by-elections. In its interim order, the Election Commission has directed both the groups to furnish the names and symbols by 1 p.m. on Monday, by which they may be recognized, and give 3 options in order of preference, any one of which can be approved by the Commission. The Commission has issued an interim order to place both the rival groups on an even keel and to protect their rights and interest. It said neither of the two groups shall be permitted to use the symbol bow and arrow reserved for Shiv Sena. The Commission said both the groups shall be known by such names as they may choose for the respective groups, including, if they so desire, linkage with their parent party Shiv Sena.
In Maharashtra, political activities have been gaining momentum in the Uddhav Thackeray-led faction and the Eknath Shinde-led camp, a day after the Election Commission of India passed an interim order directing the two rival factions to not use the party name Shiv Sena and the bow and arrow symbol till the matter is finally decided. In order to decide on the new party name and symbol, both factions have called urgent meetings of their senior party leaders. Likewise, a meeting is underway at Uddhav Thakeray's residence Matoshri since 12 noon. A similar meeting of the Eknath Shinde-led faction will be held in the evening at the Chief Minister's official residence in South Mumbai. In today's meeting, both the factions are likely to finalize the party symbols as available with the Election Commission. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, on behalf of the people of the Union Territory, has expressed deepest gratitude to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari for approving the project for the development of Jak Vijaypur Kunjwani section of NH44 to 6-lane expressway standards as part of the Delhi Amritsar Katra Expressway, including development of Kunjwani to 4th Tavi Bridge section of NH144A to 4-lane NH standards. Once completed, the stretch would boost connectivity to Jammu Airport. The Lieutenant Governor said that these projects are the road of J&K's destiny that will accelerate the development and meet aspirations, facilitate ease of living of the people of the Union Territory. The projects will be completed at the revised cost estimate of 1,917.32 crore rupees under Bharatmala Pariyojana in Jammu and Kashmir on hybrid annuity mode.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to arrive on a 3-day visit to Gujarat this afternoon to dedicate and lay foundation stones of projects worth over 14,500 crore rupees. Madeira in Gujarat to be declared as country's first 24/7 solar-powered village. Home Minister Amit Shah chairs 70th plenary session of North Eastern Council in Guwahati to review various development projects to inaugurate Conference of Superintendents of Police at Dergaon in Assam this evening. President Draupadi Murmu appeals to students to always remember their duty towards motherland. Election Commission freezes Shiv Sena's bow and arrow symbol, asks Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray camps to choose new symbols. Gross direct tax collection increases by over 23% to 8,98,000 crore rupees in current financial year. Eid Miladun-Nabi, the birthday of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, is being celebrated today. And in cricket, South Africa win the toss and elect to bat against India in second ODI at Ranchi. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
क्या आप वरिष्ठ नागरिक हैं? क्या आपके मन में सेहत, आर्थिक, सामाजिक या भावनात्मक मुद्दों से जुड़ा कोई सवाल है? आकाशवाणी आपके लिए लेकर आया है कार्यक्रम एक कदम और बुजुर्गों के लिए, हर रविवार रात 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड पर। आप अपने सवाल हमें व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर भेज सकते हैं या इस पते पर ईमेल कर सकते हैं ekqadam@airnews@gmail.com।
The gross direct tax collections have increased by over 23% to 8,98,000 crore rupees in the current financial year as compared to last year. The Finance Ministry said the provisional figures of direct tax collections till yesterday continue to register steady growth. Direct tax collection, net of refunds, stands at 7,45,000 crore rupees, which is 16.3% higher than the net collections for the corresponding period of last year. The ministry said this collection is over 52% of the total budget estimates of direct taxes for the current fiscal. The refunds amounting to 1,53,000 crore rupees have been issued from 1st April to 8th October this year, which are 81% higher than the refunds issued in the same period in the preceding year. In Madhya Pradesh, a 7-day festival has been organized in Ujjain to connect the common people with the inauguration ceremony of Mahakal Lok. The Sri Mahakal Lok in the world-famous Mahakaleshwar Temple, Ujjain, will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday. More from our correspondent.
A new logo and Mahakal song has also been prepared for the inauguration ceremony. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and many ministers have made Mahakal Lok logo as a DP of their social media profiles. At the same time, the teaser of a Mahakal song prepared by Padma Shri singer Kailash Khair was released yesterday. The Prime Minister will release this song on the inaugural day. The Mahakal temple premises at Ujjain are being expanded around 20 hectares. After the completion of a work, the Mahakal corridor will be 4 times bigger than the Kashi Vishwanath corridor in Uttar Pradesh. Sculptures and murals related to Lord Shiva, Goddess Sati and other religious tales have been made in Mahakal Lok. Devotees will be able to listen to the story of each mural by scanning them. The country's first night garden has also been built in the Mahakal corridor. A local holiday has been announced in the entire Ujjain district on the inauguration day of Sri Mahakal Lok. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said stronger cooperation between India and New Zealand will ensure peace, prosperity and progress of common region. Inaugurating formally the new Indian High Commission Chancery in Wellington today, Dr. Jaishankar said, in a short span of time, 3 ministerial visits to the country reflects India's desire to grow ties with New Zealand and make them fit for purpose. He said possibilities abound in business, digital, agriculture, education, skills, traditional medicine and maritime security domains. India will host diplomats of the UN Security Council along with other member states for a key meeting of Counter-Terrorism Committee in Mumbai and New Delhi on October 28-29. The special meeting will specifically focus on new and emerging technologies. India is currently the chair of the UN Security Council Counter-Terrorism Committee for the year 2022. India's permanent representative to the UN, Ruchira Kamboj, in her capacity as chair of the Security Council Counter-Terrorism Committee, told reporters that this meeting will be a tribute and statement to the horrific 26/11 terror attacks. Members of the United Nations Security Council will place a wreath in memory of the victims of the attack. 2008 Mumbai terror attacks were carried out by Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba that killed more than 160 people.
The special committee is also meeting in Mumbai. That in itself will be a tribute and a statement to the horrific incident that happened in Mumbai. The committee members will be placing a memorial wreath at the very spot where this incident happened in tribute and in memoriam. As far as participation at the special committee is concerned, I can tell you that it's going to be a very healthy corpus because, as all of you have just mentioned, terrorism is no longer an issue that is based by any one particular country. It is a transnational issue. It needs joined up effort, and that is precisely why I think the special meeting is evincing a huge amount of interest.
Ms. Kamboj said an outcome document is expected after the special meeting of the Counter-Terrorism Committee. India's 2-year tenure as an elected non-permanent member of the 15-nation UN Security Council will end in December this year.
After a huge blast destroyed parts of the Crimea bridge recently, Russia has ramped up security. President Vladimir Putin ordered the Federal Security Service to oversee the key connector to the peninsula. Russian investigators report death of 3 people. Officials stated that work to fix the damaged sections will begin immediately. Russian news agency reports that the Deputy Prime Minister has ordered that the destroyed parts of the bridge be taken down immediately. The Russian authorities swiftly reopened parts of the bridge still intact and announced late on Saturday the partial reopening of the bridge to road and rail traffic. India Meteorological Department IMD has warned of heavy rain in Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and East Rajasthan in the next 2 days. Light to moderate intensity rain is likely to occur over and adjoining areas of entire Delhi NCR. Rainfall activity will also enhance in Tamil Nadu and Rayalaseema in the next 4 days and over coastal Andhra Pradesh during the next 2 days. Rainfall is also predicted in Gujarat region, Madhya Maharashtra, Karnataka and Kerala. Talking to AIR News, a senior scientist in the IMD, Dr. R.K. Jenamani, said there will be no rain in Delhi NCR from tomorrow as the western disturbance is moving towards east.
अभी जो लेटेस्ट है, दिल्ली में आइसोलेटेड हेवी रेनफॉल हुआ है, वे 5:30 तक जो है 73 मिलीमीटर हुआ है और हरियाणा, उत्तर प्रदेश में भी आइसोलेटेड हेवी रिपोर्ट हुआ है, राजस्थान में भी। लेकिन अभी जो वेस्टर्न डिस्टर्बेंस है धीरे धीरे पूर्व की ओर जा रहा है, तो इसीलिए जो रेनफॉल दिल्ली में है काफी रिड्यूस होगा आज, कल से रेन नहीं रहेगा। मेनली वार्निंग जो है उत्तराखंड और उत्तर प्रदेश के लिए ऑरेंज कलर है आज के लिए।
Several eastern states, including Bihar and West Bengal, are also expected to receive heavy showers. Northeastern states, including Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura, are also likely to experience rainfall. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashwani ke saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of cinema journey of Malayalam and Kannada films.
The first Malayalam film Vigatakumaran was made in 1930 and the first talkie was Balan, released in 1938. But active Malayalam film production did not take place until the second half of the 20th century. Malayalam cinema has always been content-driven and very political in nature, and it has a thriving parallel cinema too. Filmmakers like Ramu Karyat, B. Bhaskaran, A. Vincent, P. N. Menon, Aravindan, K. S. Sethumadhavan, Adur Gopalakrishnan, I. V. Sasi, Joshi, P. G. Vishwambharan, K. P. Kumaran, Padmarajan, Bharatan, Fazil and Priyadarshan lifted the caliber of Malayalam films to international levels. M. T. Vasudevan Nair wrote stunning screenplays. He thrills the audiences with their acting skills. Prem Nazir holds the Guinness World Records for playing the lead role in a record 520 films. Composers like Dakshinamurthy, G. Devarajan, Salil Chaudhary and Ilayaraja gave mellifluous music film Sati Sulochana, directed by Y. V. Rao, was the first talkie film in the Kannada language. Rajkumar, Vishnuvardhan and Ambarish are collectively known as Kannada cinema's triumvirate.
ಬೆಳದಿಂಗಳಾಗಿ ಬಾ ತಂಗಾಳೆಯಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಆನಂದವ ನೀಡುವೆ ಒಂದಾಗುವೆ ಬೆಳದಿಂಗಳಾಗಿ ಬಾ.
Shankar Nag, Anant Nag, Prabhakar, Ravi Chandran, Shiv Rajkumar, Yash Darshan, Puneet Rajkumar, Rakshit Shetty and Sudeepa and actresses like B.S. Saroja Devi, Jayanti, Aarti were some of the stars of Kannada cinema. B.R. Pantulu, Puttana Kanagal were notable mainstream directors. Kannada cinema majorly contributed to the parallel cinema movement of India. Directors like Girish Kasaravalli, Girish Karnad, G.V. Iyer, T.S. Nagabharana and P.V. Karant were popular names in the movement. Yash starrer KGF series directed by Prashant Neel created history by becoming a pan-Indian film-breaking box office records. Kannada cinema is reported to have 8% market share in the gross domestic box office collections for the period January to July 2022, making it the fourth biggest Indian film industry. In tomorrow's concluding episode of the film series, we will tell you the story of the films made in the rest of India other than the big industries.
Eid Milad-un-Nabi, the birthday of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, is being celebrated with religious fervour in various parts of the country today. Milad Mehfils and Seerat conferences will be held highlighting the life and teachings of Prophet Muhammad. Milad processions are also being organized to mark the occasion. In Delhi, the main procession will be taken out in Wall City, which will culminate at Jama Masjid after passing through the traditional route. Elaborate security arrangements have been made for the occasion. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted the nation on the occasion of Eid-e-Milad or Milad-un-Nabi. In her message, President Draupadi Murmu said Prophet Muhammad gave the message of kindness, simplicity and service to humanity to the world. The Prime Minister said, may this occasion further the spirit of peace, togetherness and compassion in the society. Maharshi Valmiki Jayanti is being celebrated today. It is observed as the birth anniversary of sage poet Maharshi Valmiki. He is credited with writing the Ramayana. Several functions are being organized across the country to mark the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on the occasion of Valmiki Jayanti. He also shared a video of his thoughts on Maharshi Valmiki.
Janani janma bhumischa swargadapi gariyasi राष्ट्र को मातृभूमि को सबसे बढ़कर मानने का महर्षि वाल्मीकि का जो उद्घोष था वही आज राष्ट्र प्रथम इंडिया फर्स्ट का संकल्प का मजबूत आधार है। भगवान राम के आदर्श, राम के संस्कार अगर आज भारत के कोने कोने में हमें एक दूसरे से जोड़ रहे हैं तो इसका बहुत बड़ा श्रेय भी महर्षि वाल्मीकि जी को ही जाता है।
Over 218 crore 97 lakh doses of COVID vaccines have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Union Health Ministry said over 4,73,000 vaccine doses were administered in the last 24 hours. In the same period, 2,756 new COVID cases were reported in the country. The recovery rate currently stands at 98.75%. More than 3,000 people have recovered in the last 24 hours. In Uttar Pradesh, 5 people were electrocuted after they came in contact with a high-tension wire during a procession for Eid Miladun-Nabi in Bahraich district this morning. The incident took place when people carrying an iron rod accidentally touched a high-tension wire from above. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has expressed grief over the loss of lives during the procession in Bahraich. He expressed condolences to the bereaved families.
In cricket, South Africa have won the toss and opted to bat first in the second ODI of 3-match series at the JSCA International Stadium Complex, Ranchi. The visitors were 54 for 2 in 13 overs when reports last came in. There are 3 changes for South Africa and 2 for India. Themba Buvuma and Tabrei Shamsi are unwell, so Riza Hendricks and Bjorn Fortuin have replaced them. Luingi Nigiri also is out and replaced by Andrich Norrie. In Indian side, Ravi Bishnoi and Ruturaj Gaikwad have been benched while Shahbaz Ahmed and Washington Sundar have come in. Shahbaz is making his debut. India will be looking to tie the series after suffering a narrow defeat in the first match. Indian weightlifter Harshada Garud, a reigning junior world champion, won a bronze medal in the women's 45 kg category at the Asian Weightlifting Championships 2022 in Manama, Bahrain yesterday. Harshada Garud lifted 68 kg in snatch and followed it up with the best effort of 84 kg in clean and jerk for a combined total of 152 kg. Vietnam's Kong Mai Phuong took the gold with a total lift of 166 kg and S. Nafisatul Haryo of Indonesia won silver with 162 kg. The Asian Weightlifting Championships 2022 will conclude on October 16.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to arrive on a 3-day visit to Gujarat this afternoon to dedicate and lay foundation stones of projects worth over 14,500 crore rupees. Modhera in Gujarat to be declared as country's first 24/7 solar-powered village. Home Minister Amit Shah chairs 70th plenary session of North Eastern Council in Guwahati to review various development projects. To inaugurate Conference of Superintendents of Police at Dergaon in Assam this evening. President Draupadi Murmu appeals to students to always remember their duty towards the motherland. Election Commission freezes Shiv Sena's bow and arrow symbol, asks Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray camps to choose new symbols. Gross direct tax collection increases by over 23% to 8,98,000 crore rupees in current financial year. Eid Miladun-Nabi, the birthday of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, is being celebrated today. And in cricket, South Africa win the toss and elect to bat against India in second ODI at Ranchi. And with that, we end the midday news.